there. Today I'm going to talk about assembling these bolt mounted headlamps. If you take a look in our catalogue, you'll see the full range that we stock: stainless, satin black, combination of black and stainless, in 7" and 5 3/4 inch. The assembly process for all of them is pretty much the same. This is a 7" stainless bowl assembly with a hollow bolt fixing, so you can take the wiring through the bolt into the headlamp shell. It's got a floating mount, so you can slightly adjust the angle once it's installed in the car. The rim on this one is secured with a screw, so you remove the screw and you can just pull off the rim, which also has a little tag at the bottom that locates in a slot on the bowl. The lamp for this unit is a standard 7" glass lens, and it has a main and dip removable bulb and a side light. The lamps are supplied with a fixing kit, which includes a wiring harness with a 3-pin plug for the back of the main and dip bulb. And this one has a side light, a rubber cover that goes over the back of the bulb once it's assembled, and 4 spring clips for mounting the lens inside the rim. Of course, it's important to get the top of the lens at the top of the headlamp bowl when you're fitting it into the rim. The screw hole is in the top center of the rim, and this lines up with the thread in the top center of the bowl. So in this example, it's pretty much foolproof to get the rim centered on the bowl. But how do you get the lamp in the right orientation inside the rim? In this instance, the lamp has 3 raised tags around the inside of the reflector, and the rim has 2 locating tags for one of those raised tags welded to the inside of the rim. So one of these 3 tags will line up with the 2 tags on the rim, and if you turn it over, you can see there's the hole. The lens pattern is perfectly vertical and in line with the hole. But that may not always be the case. There may not be any location tags on the rim or on the rear of the reflector. So in that case, you will need to find the vertical position of the rim on the lamp, and with a magic marker, just mark it inside. That is the top center of the rim. And then you can take a look and find out where the top center of the lens is. And again, mark that with a magic marker on the inside and the outside. You can then locate the rim over the lens, make sure it's sitting properly in the hole in the rim, and line up your 2 magic marker lines so you know the lens is perfectly vertical in the rim. The fixing kit is supplied with 4 of these little wire spring clips. They're shaped with a little step that locates over the edge of the reflector, like this. And these 2 points locate under the return on the inside of the rim. This particular example is quite an easy assembly because of the location of the lens inside these 2 tags on the rim. But it may not always be quite as easy, and it may be a 2-man job. One to hold the lens firmly in the rim, while the other one assembles the clips. Let's try doing this solo. Feed one end of the clip under the rim and the little hook over the back of the reflector. Hold it in place with your thumb, and then with a pair of needle nose pliers, grip the other end of the clip and bend it and locate it under the rim. The kit is supplied with 4 clips, but you may not always need 4. Sometimes 3 is sufficient. Let's do this next one. Locate the clip under the edge of the rim and securing the glass over the back of the reflector with your thumb, grip the other end of the clip with your needle nose pliers, bend it and release it under the rim. And the same with the third one. To assemble the wiring harness, you could just feed all the wires down through the bolt from the inside of the bowl. One at a time. You can feed the sleeve down through the bolt. And you can leave the little rubber grommet on just to seal it at the top of the bolt. There's an earth tag here which you can secure inside the rim to one of these 2 holes in the bottom, and there's a nut and bolt in the fixing kit just to fix that. In this example, you can locate the rubber cover over the back of the headlamp terminals, and then push on the headlamp plug. And because this lens already has a side light fitted, you can cut off the side light from this harness, put 2 spade female terminals on there and just push those onto the back of the existing side light. And for final assembly of this headlamp, you can locate the little tag on the inside of the rim in the slot in the bowl. Press on the rim and secure it with the screw. To find our full range of products, just head over to carbuilder.com. And don't forget, you can keep up with all the latest Car Builder Solutions news by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Bye.